my dear lovely students. A warm greetings to all of you. It's time to study, so I'm once again back with your English classes. Today in this video, we will do some more grammar topics, that is particularly punctuation. In the previous video, I explained 3 punctuation marks. Today, in this video also, we will be doing punctuation only. And the first topic which we will do today is the use of capital letters. Students, you all know the use of capital letters. That generally we use capital letter at the beginning of the sentence. This was the first thing which was taught to us. But apart from this, there are some more places where we use capital letters. So, have a look at the board now, students. So, today what we are going to study? Punctuation mark, and which mark it is? You can call it as use of capital letters. So, capital letters, the first letter of the sentence is capitalized. That means the first letter, when we are beginning the sentence, the first letter we are writing it with capital letter. So, where we are writing it, it is at the beginning of the sentence. So, the first uses capital letter is used at the beginning of the sentence. For example, Ram is my friend. Ram is the first letter, R is the first letter. So, we have written R in capital letter. The second place where we use capital letter, we always use the pronoun I in capital. Whether it is at the beginning of the sentence or in the middle, but the pronoun I is always written in capital letter. For example, John and I. So here students, I, it's a pronoun. We will write always the pronoun I in capital letter. So John and I are best friends. Have a look at the board once again. I am repeating the things for you once again, students. That is the use of capital letter, the first place. That means at the beginning of the sentence we are using the capital letter. Example, Ram is my best friend. The first letter, that is R, it's capitalized. And the second is pronoun I. The pronoun I is always written in capital. For example, John and I are best friends. The third place where we use capital letter is with some nouns or and adjectives. So, with some nouns and adjectives, we use capital letters. And which type of noun, students? Proper noun. That means name of a particular person, place, animal or thing. We generally use proper nouns. And with the names of anything in particular like river, month, mountain, days, books and many more, we always use capital letter, whether it is in the beginning of the sentence or in the middle of the sentence. So, I am repeating once again. The third place where we use capital letter with some nouns and adjectives. And in nouns, proper noun we can say. For example, I live in Bokaro. Bokaro is the name of a place, so B is in capital letter. Then sentence number 2. He was born on Tuesday. Here students, he, H. H is in capital letter because it is the beginning of the sentence. And Tuesday, T is in capital letter because it is the name of a particular day. So once again, name of a particular person, place, river, month, mountain, holy books, story books, days, and then you can tell us mountain ranges, hills, anything in particular. We always use capital letter here. The next punctuation mark which you will study today is comma. That is use of comma. Comma is one of the very common punctuation marks which we use. It is used to separate 2 or 3 similar type of words. And even with the words like yes, no, thanks, we use comma. So have a look at the board now. I have written the rules where we use comma. So first of all, what is the symbol? comma. This is the symbol. This is the symbol which is used for comma. Now, where do we use comma? Between items of a list. If I am having a list, then to give a small pause, that means a small break, we use comma. Like for example, I bought a pen, pencil, eraser and box. Now these are all items of a list, and we are using comma to give a little bit of pause or to make a little bit of separation so that when I am speaking the sentence comes out clearly. So wherever there is a comma, we will always take a small pause while speaking. So I bought a pen, a pencil, an eraser and a box. So the use of comma is to separate these items, and while speaking the use of comma is to give a small pause. Now the second place is between two or more adjectives or adverbs. If we are speaking it together, quickly, slowly, hardly, if this way if we are speaking quickly, slowly, confidently, eagerly, the person who will listen will be a bit confused. So again a pause is given, and to give the pause we use comma. Between two or more adjectives or adverbs. For example, this is a shiny, bright, polished table. So here these are adjectives. So to separate these adjectives, students, we are putting comma. To separate these adjectives, we are putting comma. So shiny, bright, we have given a comma. Now this is the adjective. Now see the adverb. He worked quickly, quietly and smartly. So again, to separate quickly and quietly, we have given a comma. So a small pause. Now the third place where we use comma, after the words like yes, no and thanks. Example, yes, and then a small pause. Yes, I will attend the event. Or when we are using no, no, I can't go now. No, I can't go now. Again, have a look, students. As I told you, students, comma, it is one of the very common punctuation marks which we use. This is the symbol. The first place between items of a list. For example, I bought, or here if we are changing the sentence, I bought a mango, guavas, watermelon and any other fruit, you can grapes. So again, these are all items of the same list and we are separating it. Number 2, between two or more adjectives or adverb. The first sentence, example of adjective. This is a shiny, bright, polished table. And the second one, he worked quickly, quietly, smartly and confidently. So everywhere we have to put the comma to separate and even to give a small pause. And the third one, after the words like yes, no or thanks. Example, yes, I will attend the event. And the next one is no, I can't go now. Now, the next punctuation mark which you will study is apostrophe. The use of apostrophe. That is a comma at the top and S. And how apostrophe is added in contractions or short form, this is what you will be studying now. So, have a look at the board. Punctuation. So, what is the topic which you are learning now? That is apostrophe. And what is the mark, students? This is the mark, that is a comma type mark symbol at the top and which is followed by S. Now, apostrophe with S shows belonging or it shows possession. But now we will study it in contraction. So contraction we can also call it as short form. Now, apostrophe shows the missing letters like cannot, C-A-N can, N-O-T not. Now, when we are using the short form, we call it as can't. So, we are leaving some letters. So the apostrophe shows the missing letters. So, apostrophe shows the missing letters. Now, let us take the example are not. When we are making a short form, that is contracted form, it is aren't. So which is the letter which is missing here, students? It is O. O is missing here. The second example, you will. And this is the way we write it in short form. That is the apostrophe. And here, which is the letter we are missing? We are missing here W and I. So it is U with a comma or an apostrophe. Sorry, we can call it as apostrophe with apostrophe and double L. And as I told you about cannot. Cannot, if we write it as can, not. And what will be the short form, students? It will be can't. So here again we are leaving two letters. We are leaving two letters, that is N and O. So students, this is the use of apostrophe in contracted form. I am repeating it once again. Apostrophe, this is the symbol followed by S. Generally, apostrophe is used to show belonging, but now we are studying about contraction. And in apostrophe, when it is used in contractions, it shows missing letters. For example, are not, it's aren't. And you will, when we make it, it is you. And apostrophe mark with double L. And as I told you, cannot. This is the short form. So students, in this video, I explained you about capital letters, use of comma and apostrophe in contracted form. Hope the topic which I have explained is clear to you. In the next video, students, I will be explaining you apostrophe with possessive forms. So students, till then, take care and goodbye.